Hello there, my name is Turtle Chunks, and by the name you can probably already tell I am making a chunk series. It will be a semi-extreme chunk account but with a twist. I am playing as two accounts, one in old school RuneScape and the other in RuneScape 3. As a semi-extreme account, I will not be going for skill capes and I will be doing the lowest tier of item for production skills. I will be going for best in slot items and using a 1 in 16 drop rate for secondary training methods. Mini-games that have multiple entries are not required, like Puro and Vinesweeper in RuneScape 3. My plan is to do the same chunks on both accounts in order, and I cannot progress further than one chunk ahead of the other account. I have decided to start my accounts in Draynor Manor as it is in both games and is quite centralized. Unfortunately, I have not worked out all the details yet, as the games are quite different. There are a few things I would like to get some input about. For example, the necromancy skill. I will not be unlocking that until later into the playthrough. I feel like I should be unlocking it with something like Great Corrend. This is just an example, but there are a few things I will work out once I get to them. This is my first time doing anything like this, so any tips or suggestions would be greatly appreciated. But enough with all the introductions and stuff, let's get into the actual game. So first of all, I would like to apologise. I seem to have misplaced the first recordings I have taken. As you can see, I have mostly been killing spiders in old school RuneScape under Draynor Manor and training magic and ranged on giant spiders in RuneScape 3. While I was killing spiders on old school RuneScape, I was also collecting the beginner clue scrolls hoping for something useful. I also decided to check out Vinesweeper on RuneScape 3. Vinesweeper is kind of useless at the moment, but it could be a decent way to get my hunter up in the future. When you kill a rabbit, you get 30 experience in hunter. My tasks for the Draynor Manor chunk are as follows. For RuneScape 3, I need to get 70 defense for the tier 3 Ghost Hunter gear and get the goggles, backpack, body and legs from the ghosts. I also need 33 magic for telekinetic grab, need to complete Ernest the Chicken and enter Draynor Manor for a diary task which is already completed. Old school RuneScape is quite easy. My best in slot weapon is my fists, so that is completed. I also need the bronze medium helm. That can be picked up off the ground. I also need a beginner clue scroll from a ghost, and I need to complete Ernest the Chicken. As you can see, I am killing the skeleton in the closet in RuneScape 3. The chunk picker was telling me I could get the best in slot melee weapon, the Iron Hatchet, but it turns out the chunk map was just wrong upon further inspection on the wiki. As I was flinching the ghosts in old school RuneScape, I got a Leo random event. I completed that for my first piece of zombie outfit. As most people watching will know, completing the random events as soon as possible is a benefit because you get experience lamps from them after you get all the pieces. Unfortunately, cabbages are the only reliable food source on both accounts at the moment, so that does make training a bit slow. Now I am going to speed up the footage a bit so I can start going through some of the important milestones. So this is 20 strength on old school. Next we have 20 defense on RS3. This is 8 cooking. I have been getting the bread dough from the giant spiders outside. Next is 30 magic on RuneScape 3. I now have the ability to cremate bones for 2.5 times prayer experience and 2 times fire making experience per bone. This is one of the 8 drops I need to get from the ghosts. About 20 minutes later, I get the next drop, the deployable herb burner. When you use herbs on this, you get 10 times the amount you would normally get from just cleaning the herbs. This could be useful later on. While I have been focusing on RS3 for a while, I have also been making progress on old school RuneScape. I now have 18 defense. I now have 30 Constitution on RuneScape 3. "25 attack and 28 combat now on Old School. That is 30 defense, RuneScape 3. Unfortunately, I have either lost or deleted the video of me getting the beginner clue drop from a ghost, but I do have it in my drop log. This is a screenshot of the chunks I can unlock. I only have the one chunk available as the chunk border is along the fence line. My first kill past the gates of Draynor Manor is a goblin for a bronze spear. It is not very useful at the moment, but it would be useful to make a scarecrow later on when I start farming. Next is the Highwayman for the first cape on my account. So the next bit was pretty dumb on my part. I got a bit excited when I saw the start of the Draynor Agility Rooftop course and decided to have a go. As you probably already know, the last half of the course is not in my chunk. Once I got to the edge of the chunk, I was unsure what to do for a moment. I decided to just finish the first lap and get back into my chunk. That got my agility up to level 2 sadly. I should have just done the home teleport and run back. I thought of a way to pay back the experience I owe, and I will explain it later on. Here I get 33 defense and the Ectoplasmator as a drop. This is big for my account. The Ectoplasmator gives me 4.5 experience per ghost kill automatically. This is extremely useful for me at the moment for some easy prayer levels. That is 27 HP on Old School RuneScape. In this chunk, I need to get a few items from the zombies and skeletons in Draynor sewers. I need to get an iron medium helmet, a bronze kite shield, a bronze square shield, an iron mace, and an iron scimitar. I also need at least one bronze bar to smith a bronze dagger for a task. You have probably noticed already, but I am missing a lot of videos of me getting drops. I have hopefully fixed that issue now, and I hope to not have any issues with it in the next video. I am starting to also have an issue with my inventory space on Old School RuneScape. I still do not have a bank or deposit box, and I have been hoping for a Leo random to deposit my stuff. Since I have low inventory space, I have been keeping an eye on my random event timer and running to a table in Draynor Village to place the excess items in case of a Leo random. My plan is to put some of my lower tier herbs onto the table and deposit all of the random event outfits I have on as well. That is also 55 magic on RuneScape 3. Because of the agility experience I got earlier, I am destroying 110 experience worth of books and lamps to correct my mistake. And that is 40 attack on Old School RuneScape. And there is 50 defense on RuneScape 3, only 20 more levels to go. And this is my first quiz for a clue scroll. That is also 50 Constitution in RuneScape 3. And on this drop, I get my Ghost Hunter body. 40 HP on old school. And on this kill, I have gotten the Ghost Hunter legs. That is also 40 defense on old school. This last bit is just me going for the Break Taker title on RuneScape 3. But with that, I am going to leave the video here. Thanks for watching, and I hope for the next episode I have fixed my recording issues. See you next time.